Hello, my name is Boniface Yao. I'm a student in educational technology at Lille University. I'm registered for the online courses. So in this presentation, I'm going to talk about crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing, which is a new concept which is rising in this modern world, in the business, in the science, in technology and engineering science. So I'm going to talk about crowdsourcing to see what it is, to give the definition, the method of crowdsourcing, the way it acts, the process of crowdsourcing, and then I will make a connection with the MOOCS, it means educational technology, to see what the relation of them between the two words are. Okay, so first, we're going to talk in the introduction. I will talk about the historical background of the word crowdsourcing. The word crowdsourcing has been mentioned the first time in 2005 by two journalists, Jeff Howe and then the other one who's Mark Robinson. They mentioned this word in 2005 in a magazine article. And 1 year later, Jeff Howe, he wrote another article on the same word. And then in 2015, another scientist wrote a book, entirely book dedicated to crowdsourcing that we call The Rise of Crowdsourcing. And the reason is why. Because when they began discussing on the way the internet, the business were using internet to outsource work to the crowd, they came to the conclusion that what was being done was a sort of outsourcing the crowd. And this led to the word crowdsourcing. And then, secondly, what we can say, in June, there was this book that was written by Daren. And so, all this, there were many other events who mentioned crowdsourcing. And we can say that the concept was rising. And is rising, I would say. But what is crowdsourcing? Why is it so popular? We come now to the definition that will say that crowdsourcing is a type of participative online activity in which an institution, an individual or an organization will propose to a group of people. It may be a small group or a larger group or people from various backgrounds. There may be engineers, there may be workers and retired, engineers and many other experts who have retired. And they will propose to this group of persons the voluntary undertaking of a task. We can also say, when you come to the site of the institution who is broadcasting the work, the problem, we can say that it's the system, the process of obtaining needed services from online community. So we can say that crowdsourcing uses the internet from volunteers through open call on internet. That's why we say online community. And why do they say? The process is also includes that you can subdivide a tedious work between many people, various people of various backgrounds. You've got work that is so difficult to do and you don't have the expertise internally. You just submit it to people outside who can do it for you and bring the solution. And in that way, you should give the description of the problem. You should define the objective, define the objectives and the outcomes. and you give the characteristics of the required solution. And sometimes you provide some tools for as resources for them to solve the problem. And you can even give the constraint of time, of the tool that you use, the formats, and so on. Now let's come to the MOOCs. And the MOOCs, what are the MOOCs? Massive online, open online courses. Okay? Online courses, they use internet, okay? Internet platforms, and they gather people, many people together on the same platform, in where people have to exchange, they have to build projects, common projects online, and then they must share informations, and they must focus themselves on future projects, on what they're going to do with the training program. So that if we think about that, we see online MOOCs using online community and outsourcing, we see that MOOCs, educational technology, are using the process of crowdsourcing to grow, so that there's a very tight connection between the two worlds. And the fields, it means the many topics are dealt in the process of crowdsourcing. For example, it may be in science, in medicine, in education, and computer technology. Because in all this, you need to have expertise from outside. When you do something in research, for example, you need to collect data. If you are in Europe and you need to collect data from Africa, well, you can put it on a website and then invite people to participate in it. And that helps to have a lot of data, a great number of data, and then it's precise. Okay? It gives more precision and credibility to the research. So, if you want to sum up everything, we can say that crowdsourcing helps build life. Okay? It helps to give solution, and this solution comes from people of every walks of life who are united by the idea of building something good for society, of building society for the well-being of men and women. So, crowdsourcing is very useful in life, and crowdsourcing is really tightly connected to educational technology. So, for this, it is to stay and to grow. And so, if you don't want to be late in life, join me and let's go with the train of crowdsourcing. And so, let's crowdsource. Thank you very much for your good attention.
Awesome.